Hi, welcome back to ColdstreamRodshop. I'm Derek Fraser. We're on the final push to move the 40 Plymouth out, to do what we were asked to do. Obviously, the car is not finished, but the owner used to work as a body man and everything, so he's going to take it the rest of the way. So we're just basically helping him with what he wanted us to do. The last two things, as I mentioned in the last episode, was the floor pan that goes on the front that goes up over the transmission. I've been working away on that. It wasn't part of the original scope, but I offered and where he asked me to take a look at it. Unfortunately, although it looked really good, I don't know whether you can see that or not. You can see all the holes. Quite a bit of it was toast. I couldn't use that. That wasn't going to hold up. So what I had to do was replace a piece here. There's an access panel. There was another piece of rot there. And then when I laid it down, I needed an additional inch clearance to go around the T5 transmission. So I kind of knew that we probably have to do that. So right now I'm in the process of, I'll make that up. I just went into town today to buy some metal for it. I got a couple holes to drill. We'll get that in there. I've had it in and out 4 or 5 times. The other thing was we had to get a radiator made. There was kind of higher hopes that we'd be able to use some of the tanks on it. When I took it into the radiator shop, he said, well, probably not going to be able to use the bottom tank. And then when they pressure tested it, the top tank just basically disintegrated. So they had to make a top tank for it. So at this stage, that radiator should slide right in the car, but we'll see. It's already set up with the positions for the Chevy radiator, or for the Chevy inlets and outlets, so that's good. I'll show you. Actually, if the camera lady can come over here or not. But the hood does go up and down. I'm going to have to take the hood off to fit it in, but the radiator actually slides into a large piece of framework there and sits quite a bit forward. So if I'm lucky, it'll just slide right in. If I'm not, then I'm going to be playing with things the rest of the afternoon, but we'll see how that goes. Another thing, I just want to thank DW at Welders Series. He was watching the videos and he noticed that on my pedals, the brake and the clutch pedals, you're supposed to have 2 of these brackets on them, one on the right and one on the left. For whatever reason, we only had 2 pieces, which I put on either side. So DW sent these to me and I'll get those on as well. So anyways, follow along as we push the 40 Plymouth to conclusion. Well, it's about 20 minutes later and this went in slick as anything. One of the few things so far that have gone really well and really quick. It took longer actually to take the hood off in order to fit the radiator in. But essentially there's just 6 bolts, 6 1/4 inch 20 bolts that hold it in place. As I said before, it already has the top spout in the right place for the Chevy motor and the bottom spout for the water pump. So that's it for the radiator. For what we're going to do, there's, as far as room for either a mechanical fan or an electric fan, there's actually lots of space there. There's probably the better part of 2.5 inches, maybe 3 inches there clearance. So not sure, either way is good to go. I prefer to put the electric fans on because you can put a thermostat control onto them, but doesn't matter really. Either way, I think this car would be fine with either one. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the hood back onto it. I had to go get some more 1/4 inch 20 bolts. That was the only slow part of the process. And we'll get the hood on and then I'll carry on with the floor pan. So this is a wrap for everything we're going to do on the 40 Plymouth. The last thing I said we were going to do was basically fix the forward pan here. I had enough POR 15 and black paint to actually do both sides. So right now the floor is in, and then like I said, thanks to DW at Welders Series for correcting me on these pedal mounts. We've got both of the mounts on the pedals the correct way now. Got clearance for the shifter. We've got the emergency brake put back in, and basically now if the owner needs to take this panel out, it's just a matter of unbolting everything and it comes out, goes back in again. So that's pretty much a wrap for everything we were asked to do and the extras and everything else. So all that's left now is to get her out and get her on the trailer and get it ready to be picked up. So that's it. So here it is, 40 Plymouth is on the trailer, going back to the gentleman that owns it. It's on to the next stage of its life. We've done as much as we were asked to do and given a really good foundation for the car to go forward now, but that's it. That's the end of the 40 Plymouth project for now. I don't know, maybe someday it'll come back for something else. We're not sure yet, but for now, it's off. So come back next week, see what we're up to. We've got a whole bunch of other stuff we're working on. There's lots more projects coming down the pipeline. So please like, share, tag, and subscribe. Send me your comments, and everybody have a great week. Take care.